Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. There is one thing in particular that will send the prices of precious metals flying, and this is the industrial demand for precious metals, gold and silver, that's booming as these industries, as these companies are paying higher premiums, which they never do. This is unheard of, which means they know that gold and silver are becoming scarce. So before we jump into this topic, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on this video. I really do appreciate all the support. But anyways, let's jump into it. So several months ago, I found this piece of gold, no pun intended, that this information was coming from miners, how they were bypassing silver mines, abandoning silver mines, so that the supply is diminishing. And this has been happening over the last 7 years. Mexico, Peru, and Chile all have been cutting off the silver production globally. Those are the top 3 silver producers. They've been focusing on gold because gold is more profitable at the moment. But they haven't really thought this plan through, because silver is going to be needed more and more, especially as technology grows, as we're going into the digital age. Silver is widely and highly used in all of this technology, in all of our gadgets, from cell phones to laptops to cameras to mirrors to dental alloys, space equipment, so many things. But if the production of silver is being cut back drastically by the hundreds of millions of ounces, then this means that there's going to be a shortage, and a shortage that we've never seen before, because there's no way we can catch up to the amount of silver that we've already lost. We've been cutting back for the last 7 years, so we need to go 7 years in the future just to break even right now. And we're just now starting to see the beginning consequences of this. Now, a lot of people say that gold is a asset and silver is a commodity. Gold is used more for it's asset. It's a tradable currency. And silver is more for jewelry. It's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite. Silver is used more for technology. Gold is used more for jewelry, more for bullion, more for coinage. Silver is used more for your laptops, more for the equipment side of it. So silver's an asset and gold's a commodity. A lot of gold is remelted. Your jewelry, your necklaces, your bracelets, your earrings, your coins, all that stuff is remelted, rescrapped, recycled, reused. Silver, on the other hand, is lost in all of this technology, because when your laptop is done, no one's scrapping the silver out of it. It's not as profitable to do that. People might scrap gold out of laptops because you can actually make a pretty penny doing that with enough laptops. But silver is just not as profitable, so a lot of silver is being lost. A lot of silver is being lost. The industrial demand that's now starting, where they are paying premiums, is going to push prices higher. I guarantee within the next 5 years, we're going to see very, very drastic signs of a huge shortage happening. And what this is going to do is turn the consumers into the producers and the producers into the consumers. People like me and you that are buying silver will be the ones selling it, because we're the ones that have the value, the intrinsic value asset that people want, that people need. More importantly, need, not just want. And I use that word need because we don't need it, we don't need it. We don't, but who does? Let's think about this. Well, to make your laptops, you need silver. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. So that means that for our laptops to be made, for our new Apple phones to be made, for the space race that we're in, space equipment, solar panels, we're going into solar technology now. Everything's green now. It's used in a lot in solar panels. Everything. It's used in everything. They need it. They need it. Which means they're willing to pay any price to get it, because without it, they can't make their products. In return, as a consumer, we want them to use it, because if not, then we don't get our products. So they're losing out on money, and we're losing out on the goods, and they're losing out on the service, which means that regardless of how high silver's price goes, people are always going to be paying the price, even if it's $100. I made a video yesterday talking about $100 silver, and I mentioned this briefly. But I want to dig into it a little deeper, because not only will industries be paying prices when they're this high, not only companies, but you and I will as well. You don't think so? Well, let's break it down like this. Let's say silver gets to $30. Let's jump the gun and say it gets to $30. What's going to happen? Realistically, in the media, in the everyday world, what's going to happen? Well, first, you're going to see a lot of people talking about it. A lot of articles being written. A lot of people selling it, but also a lot of people buying it, because people are going to say, whoa, silver's profitable now. I need to get some. So they buy it at the high prices when everyone's talking about it. It's in the news, articles, blogs are being written about it, YouTube videos. It's funny, when silver's price is higher, that's when these silver stacking channels get the most views. That's when everyone's tuning in. And that's when coin shops get the most customers. And when silver was in the $19.50 range, there was a 40% increase in coin shops, people buying and selling. So people are willing to pay the higher prices. They don't buy it when it's low because they don't have faith in it. Even though that's the smarter business model to do, that would be the smarter choice, is to buy it low and sell it high. But most people, when the prices are low, don't have faith that they will ever go higher. So they're missing out on those low price opportunities. Me and you know that it's going to go higher again, so we obviously still buy it when it's low. That's just a big discount for us. It's a big discount sale. But most people don't look at it that way. Industries are paying premiums on silver right now. That is unheard of. That does not happen. That shows me that they know that the silver supply is diminishing. And when I was reading the article, miners aren't looking at fixing this problem anytime soon. They're actually placing their money on gold, literally making bets with each other that gold is going to stay more profitable. The only people digging silver out of the ground right now are individual corporations, private firms, or bypassing product by accident. If they find some silver by accident, yeah, they'll dig it up. But to focus on it, no. Lead, zinc, and gold. Those are the three that they're focusing on, which is extremely alarming. And that's going to definitely cause some huge consequences later down the line that I'm sure they know of. They just don't care enough. They're chasing the greenback. They're so manipulated, they're so controlled by the dollar that they're willing to reap the consequences of whatever's going to happen, even though they know it's going to be extreme. And now you have industries that are willing to pay these premiums because they can't convince anyone else. They're not going to convince them, yeah, lose more money on your business just because we need more silver. No, it's not going to work like that. They don't care. They're chasing the dollar. And unfortunately, it's going to cause a lot of chaos. For you and I, it can be a very profitable situation, but to what extent, though? Because a silver shortage, it would be good for you and I, the people that have silver, because we'll be able to make a pretty penny. But for the industrial world, for the technological world, it's not going to be looking so good. I'm curious what you guys think about this. Do you guys think this is good news? Do you guys think that this is bad news? And to what extent? Do you think that this stuff is going to be influencing prices highly, or it might, but not to much extent? Or what do you think is influencing the prices, or will be influencing prices in the near future? 2020 presidential election, I definitely think the surplus is going to play a huge part as well. So anyways, I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. I thought this was a great topic to talk about today. It's definitely one of the more important, the more relevant topics to be talking about when we are discussing the world of precious metals, because this is definitely one of the biggest consequential factors that could definitely be at play behind the scenes. Not only just central banks, not only just stock market volatility or whatever the case is, the dollar index, but this right here, this subject is probably the biggest influencer with the biggest momentum to change prices. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes. I also did bust out some of my silver yesterday and shared my opinion on the silver markets if you want to check that out. I also made some other videos as well I know you guys will enjoy. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.